Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my Green Bay Packers Beast recap week 6 episode. Um and my Green Bay Packers uh dominated the Arizona Cardinals in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Um in tremendous fashion. Now, the story of this game, mostly people are going to be talking about, is the Cardinals gave up a lot of penalties in this game, which is true. But the Packers dominated this game. So the first possession of the game, we went 3-and-out, whatever. But then the Cardinals weren't able to do anything on their first possession. And then, of course, the Packers just started lighting it up. Touchdown right off the bat. Jaden Reed was like almost immediately on that first possession. Um, Romeo Doubs went off. He had two touchdown passes in this game. Christian Watson got a bomb touchdown. And that was after, of course, the offsetting penalties on the special team play where Reed appeared to have fumbled. But, of course, there was a horse collar penalty. As well as, of course, the Packers had a holding penalty too, but it offset, so they had to repunt. And, of course, Tricky Dicky Nixon got a great punt return, and that set up the Christian Watson play on the next play. At the end of the day, Jordan Love had 4 touchdown passes, 258 yards passing. Tremendous performance by Jordan Love. He was 22 for 32. He did have an interception in this game. However, the interception was not his fault because it was raining in the game, and of course the receiver Milton unfortunately slipped, and that caused the interception, because he was throwing it on the dime right to him, and of course he slipped, so that screwed up the route, and that of course got it intercepted. Again, this game was tremendous, and again, the fumbles in this, there was a few again, turnover battle went to the Packers defense in this game. They had 3 turnovers in this game. You know, 3 fumbles, 3 turnovers. That's just tremendous. They didn't get any interceptions in this game, but the fumbles, and again, our Packers defense has averaged at least 2 turnovers in a game or more. We are the number 1 turnover team in the NFL, in the National Football League this year, through 6 weeks now, and it's continuing. So this is not just a coincidence. We've done this with top tier teams. So it was a good dominating performance by the Packers. There was, of course, the one fumble that we got. Or not fumble, sorry. The fumble. There was the one interception that we got, which, of course, it was mainly Milton's fault for slipping. And that did set up a field goal right before the half for the Cardinals after they finally had scored a touchdown. So I didn't like that, obviously. But the Packers just kept going, and it was a great performance. It was a good game for Packers. On the ground, we did very good. Josh Jacobs, 18 attempts for 62 yards rushing. Also, Emmanuel Wilson had 7 attempts for 54 yards. Wilson did get going in this game as well. On the receiving side, Ben Sims had 2 receptions for 38 yards. He had a really good first catch of the season. Christian Watson had 3 receptions for 68 yards. Jaden Reed had 6 receptions for 28 yards receiving, and also had a touchdown pass. Romeo Dobbs came back after suspension and had 3 receptions for 49 yards and had 2 touchdown passes. Kraft kind of disappointed me with only 2 receptions for 13 yards, especially in my fantasy league. Not happy about that. Jahir Alexandra is doing pretty good on coverage. We didn't get any sacks, but we did have a couple of knockdowns. Murray was being blitzed and was being put in uncomfortable situations throughout the game, which was very good for us as Packers. The biggest concern I have of this game is the kicker. He did miss a field goal from, I believe it was like 44 yards. You got to make those kicks. He did make a 41-yarder, but he missed that 44-yard field goal, and I was not happy about that. We seriously need to consider, bringing back Mason Crosby or a different kicker, because this kicker is clearly not the answer. But yeah, it was a tremendous game. A dominating performance by my Packers. Just from start to finish, man. It was a beautiful game. If you're a Packers fan, it's not going to get any easier because we are going to be hosting the Houston Texans next week. Obviously, they're on the rise. I think they're a much better team than the Cardinals are. So that might become a thing to concern for. But, by far, I do think this was probably Jordan touchdown passes. And he did look very confident in this game. It's obviously not a clutch performance because obviously clutch performances are won in the 2-minute drill. But this was definitely a good win and a step in the right direction. He looked very good. Again, the only bad pass he had wasn't even his fault because the receiver slipped. So, yeah, I was very impressed with the Packers in this game. It was a good performance, and the stats don't lie. I mean, when you're looking at the stats, looking at the stat sheet, obviously I watched the game in its entirety. So I look at the game very happyful here because, again, this is something we need, again, to keep pace in the division. So, yeah. I think it was definitely important to keep this winning streak alive, especially after losing to the Vikings and the Eagles. Vikings so far the only division team we've played so far. We haven't played the Lions or the Bears yet. We still own the Bears though. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember yeah, it was so easy for them. And I hope it continues to be that way. I hope it continues. We get to continue to see more progression from Jordan Love and others. And playing Houston next week, and hopefully we can take care of them. But yeah, this Packer team definitely has potential. I don't know if we're going to be able to win the division, but if we keep playing like this, I think there's a shot. There is a shot. The Vikings obviously are not they're undefeated, but I mean we lost to them, but I mean there's a chance if we can beat them the next time we play them. So we got to keep pace with it. Jordan Love looked tremendous, and hopefully he continues to progress. And hopefully, if we ever get in the clutch situations, 2-minute drills, we're gonna actually have her this time. We actually Um, we actually beat them this time. I mean, in Minnesota, because that's what we're obviously looking for, is to beat them in their backyard. You know what I'm saying? But that won't be for a while. We have the Houston Texans. We have the Detroit Lions coming up. So a lot of key games coming up, but this game was definitely a game we needed to win because the Cardinals are not a good team, and this is a team that we definitely need to beat if we're going to compete. And overall, we looked very good, and hopefully we continue this success because this is something that we need to keep doing. We got to keep stressing us. We got to keep building up with Jordan Love, and hopefully he can win a game in the 2-minute drill when you're in those situations. But this was not one that he needed to win it in because this one was very easy, and it was the very poised 4 touchdown passes in the rain. So, yeah, very good. Overall, I hope this continues. Go Pack Go. Very excited to see what happens next. A tremendous dominant win against the Arizona Cardinals. And yeah, that is it. Comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for latest content. Thank you. And that's about it. I am the S Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, we have the Twitch, the S Ultimate Goku, Instagram, the S Ultimate Goku, and I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss a lot of various topics, including this one, the NFL. Also, I do have a YouTube tier list, so make sure to go check that out as well. And now I'm out. Peace.